before we'll start to the bird photography things in India, I would like to tell some few things about the migration which happens in India. There are three kind of migration happens in India. The first of all is summer migration. Secondly, the passage migration, and the third one, the normal, which is well famous, well known to everyone, that is winter migration. So in this summer migration, what happens, as most of you are from the Western Ghats, southern part of India. So you know very well that in the summer, that is from April, March beginning, the birds, many species of birds from southern India, that is from Western Ghats, they migrate from the southern side to the eastern side. Say black baza, which is a very good bird, which is found in Western Ghats, Tattekaru, many places of Tamil Nadu, which migrates to our Bengal Siliguri side, northeastern side. Same as for Indian pitta, another species which migrates from one part of it to another part. This is called summer migration. Second is passage migration, which is very important, which occurs for only few weeks, not even for 1 month, only few weeks. The passage migration happens in the place called Great Run of Kutch. The area, this area has this passage migrant birds from July end to August first week to September last week. So in these few weeks, there are species such as rufous-tailed scrub robin, spotted flycatcher, nightjar, redback shrike, red-tailed shrike, Eurasian roller, blue-cheeked bee-eaters. These comes from into that particular area. Last one, winter migration. This winter migration happens from October to March. We are all well aware about this winter migration. Species like goose, eagles, vultures, Cinedes vultures, and many species comes in this winter time. Ducks mainly, waders, they mainly come in this winter time in India, and they stay till March end, April first week. So these are the migration happens in India as per in terms of birding and bird photography. Next thing is resident birds. Apart from the migration, we have to find out which are the resident bird species of India. If you see from the habitat wise, the habitat is very important. So if you see it from the habitat wise, there are habitats like Himalayan, foothills of Himalaya, because Himalaya is a huge area. There are some the resident birds which stays only at the bottom part of the mountain, Himalaya mountain. At the same time, there are many species which lives for their entire life in the upper area. If you see the watchdragon, they never come down to the Himalayan foothills. Whereas if you see the hornbills, such as rufous-necked hornbill or even broadbills, red-headed trogon, if you see from the trogon perspective, watchdragon always stays the upper altitude. Red-headed trogon always stays in the lower altitude. Next is Tibetan plateau, which is important habitat also. Ladakh, you are all well known about the area of Ladakh. That Ladakh is part of the Tibetan area. There are many resident birds over there. Second thing, all of us are aware, Western Ghats. Western Ghats also has endemic birds, resident birds or synonym wind birds. These endemic birds such as Malabar trogon, Ceylon frogmouth or Sri Lanka frogmouth, flame-throated bulbul, and many such as Ceylon bay owl, then grey-headed bulbul. There are many Western Ghat endemics over there which only stays in Western Ghats. Next is mangrove. There are many areas of in India which has a mangrove forest. Mostly in our Bengal, West Bengal, Sundarban is a prime habitat of this mangrove. Mangrove has mangrove pitta, mangrove whistler, and Mark's finfoot, and many more. You know, Bengal tiger. There is a Bengal tiger which stays only in mangrove Sundarban. Sundarban is the largest mangrove which is found in the world. Next is Thar Desert. Third desert is if you go to the western side of our country, that is Rajasthan, Gujarat side, you see the beautiful bird, great Indian bustard, which is now fighting of its own identity, existence. That great Indian bustard can be found in the third desert area. And there are many falcons over there, buzzard over there, many species. And the last one, Andaman and Nicobar endemics. That Andaman Nicobar Islands has their own endemics. If you see the red-whiskered bulbul in our plain land, which is completely different if you go to the bulbul of Andaman. That Andaman bulbul is completely different, crane is different, Andaman tripa is different. So the species which is found in the plain land and the species are found in Andaman, same name but completely different entity. That's why they have become the endemic birds of Andaman and Nicobar. Now let's go month-wise. I think if we discuss about the month-wise planning for bird photography in India, would be really helpful for all of us. So let's start from the January month. So January, if you so January month is a winter time in India. So in India, if you go to Kaziranga, one of the hotspot bird photography birding destinations in northeast area near Guwahati. So that Kaziranga National Park has almost 300 to 350 species of birds, some francolin, blue-necked pitta, slender-billed babbler, and many more over there. If you have to go to the Guwahati International Airport, Guwahati International Airport, Lokopriyo Gopinath Bordolo International Airport. From there, it's a matter of 3 hours drive. Then Thattekar. The Thattekar, one of our favorite area of bird photography, Thattekar. So it's also a prime time, January, to go Thattekar and explore the birds over there in Dr. Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary. Ceylon frogmouth, Sri Lanka bay owl, Malabar trogon, spot-billed eagle owl. So these are the very famous species of. Most importantly, the Cochin airport is the nearest airport, international airport. From there, you can drive 1.5 hours to maximum 2 hours, 1.5 hours to 2 hours drive. Munnar also, you can club Munnar along with the Thattekar. Thattekar has Munnar has a high altitude species such as Kashmir flycatcher, one of the key species which is found in Munnar, and also there are many more species over there. Kothagiri in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu Kothagiri is also a good place of bird photography and birding in Kothagiri in January. So Kashmir flycatcher, painted bush quail, Nilgiri Sholakili. Sholakili is the name of a mountain in Tamil Nadu. So Nilgiri Sholakili is nothing but Nilgiri blue robin or rufous-breasted blue robin. So these species can, and there are many more species. And the best time of birding over there in January. Nearest airport is Coimbatore International Airport. Next one, in my opinion, the good time to go to Great Run of Kutch, Gujarat. The species which comes only particular area of Kutch is grey hypocoleus. This grey hypocoleus comes to Great Run of Kutch in every month, in every year during the January and February. They stay there for 2.5 months, and these are the species which is also to the bulbul family, grey hypocoleus. So this grey hypocoleus, if you want to see them, you have to go to Great Run of Kutch. Apart from that, there are species such as spotted sungrouse, white-naped teat. These also are the attractions of GRK during the winter. Again, nearest airport is Ahmedabad International Airport, which is 6 hours drive from GRK. Next, one of the hotspot of birding, Andaman and Little Andaman Islands. I just like to add one top point here, that there's some question may come here that why not Nicobar? Nicobar is not a good time to go in January because the main attractions of Nicobar, I'll come into the March slide. The main attractions of the Nicobar is Nicobar Megapod, which is only good to see in possible to see in good number in March because of the breeding time. So Andaman you can plan for Narkundam Islands, Little Andaman Islands only in January. No other places. So Andaman, if you have to get down to you have to go to the Port Blair International Airport. From there, you can go to the islands, and you have to figure out the endemics of Andaman Islands. Jamnagar, again one paradise of weathers. It's a paradise of weathers in that is Jamnagar. Jamnagar is nothing but it's a huge population of flamingos. In my life, I haven't seen such number of lesser flamingos in Jamnagar, except Jamnagar. Um, Apart from that, great knot, Eurasian oyster catcher, crab plover, bar-tailed godwit, these all are the birds, and many more species can be found in Jamnagar. Jamnagar has an airport, Jamnagar Airport, but it's a very limited service. That's why I recommend others, outsiders who doesn't stay in over there in India to come down to Ahmedabad and take a cab from there. So Ahmedabad Airport is the nearest international airport of Jamnagar. Next one. So let's now again go to the February birding. February birding, if you plan, you have to plan in these areas such as Hampi, Rajoldoba, Sultanpur, Ganeshguri, etc., etc. So let's talk about Hampi first. Hampi is the historical value of this place, Hampi, which is in Karnataka. This Hampi is a paradise of the history lovers as well as the bird photographers as well as the birders, because you will get the endemic birds, yellow-throated bulbul. You can see the right top corner image of this bird, yellow-throated bulbul, which is found in Hampi, and the species of all across Karnataka, which is white broad bulbul, that is also can be found over there, and other species also there. Hampi has an airport, Hubli, but still I recommend it's safe to go to Bangalore and then take a cab and go Hampi. Uh, though you can go to Hubli also, no issues. Next, next place, Gajol Doba. This Gajol Doba is in Bengal. It's a part of the winter migration. There are many rare species which comes for the wintering over there. Smew, greater scow, common margins, golden eye. So these are the extremely rare species. Winter migratory birds can be found in Gajal Doba during the February. January also good time, but February, in my opinion, they come in January beginning, so it's quite obvious they take some time to get habituated with the photographers, because now these days we all have the big cameras, lenses, so it's good to give them some time to get them settled down and do the photography. In my opinion, if anyone asks me, it's good to do Kajal in February. Nearest airport, Siliguri, which is known as Bagdogra Airport in Siliguri itself. Next, very close to our capital of India, Sultanpur Grassland. The Sultanpur Grassland is a very tidy place. Sometimes you may be lucky, sometimes not. So it depends on your choice. You can club with some any other places such as Bharatpur or other areas. So Sultanpur Grassland near Delhi airport is the nearest airport. Black-necked stork, Wigeon, greater flamingo, sometimes short-eared owl, and this time extremely lucky. If you can see the top image, this is long-eared owl. This long-eared owl got sighted near to the Sultanpur Grassland. The place was Dighal. The birders, almost 30% of Indian birders gone there to at least see this amazing species of owl. We all love owl and owlets. So we went there it was there for a few weeks. So we saw the bird, long-eared owl, and photographed it very good, very good. So Sultanpur is also one of the place, but don't plan Sultanpur alone. You can club with some other places such as Bharatpur or anything in the western side. Next is Ganesh Guri. Ganesh Guri also again Karnataka. It's a famous place of the old magazine house OMH Dandeli. So this Ganesh Guri can be clubbed with Hampi because they are both are from Karnataka. It's a beautiful place. There is a bird hide feeding stations of Rufus Babbler, Asian Emerald Dove, Barnal Hanging Parrot. Nearest airport again Bangalore, though Hubli and Belgaum are the nearby. But still, I recommend I recommend the tourists, my clients, to go to Bangalore and then take a cab over there to reach the place safely. Next is Northeast, again, Northeast India, Nameri National Park. This Nameri is a beautiful place of, it's a lowland forest, foothill area mainly. So this Nameri National Park has one of the important bird species, which is a state bird of Assam, white-winged wood duck. This white-winged wood duck is a critically endangered bird. You can see this image just right of this slide, this middle of the right slide. All right. So this wood duck can be seen there not easily, but yeah, chances are very high than other places. And silver-breasted broadbill, wreath-head hornbill, these are the species can be found in Nameri. Nearest airport again, same as Kaziranga, Guwahati International Airport. Again, the repetition of the first slide because GRK also a good time in February. That's why I have given GRK once again in February slides. Thattekar Munnar, same. Though in February you'll get a good chance of get sighted of chestnut wing cuckoo in Thattekar, Kerala. So this chestnut wing cuckoo is a very important migratory bird species, which can be found, can be photographed during the January end, February beginning in Thattekar Forest, Dr. Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary. Nearest airport is Cochin International Airport. Next is birding in March. So as I just mentioned in during while discussing in the January, that Nicobar is a good time of going to Nicobar Islands is March because Nicobar has important species that is Nicobar megapod, which has a breeding time during the entire March. So the chances are really high to see them because it's a very shy species, very rare, and of course, huge skulker. So good time if you can plan for Nicobar during the March. Nearest airport once again, Port Blair. Again, go back to the northeastern side, Manas National Park. This Manas National Park is one of the finest place of northeastern India because Bengal florican. I somehow now realizing I should have given the photo of Bengal florican here. It's a beautiful species, again critically endangered. This Bengal florican can be found or easily can be found easily in Manas National Park during the March because it's a mating time, breeding time of Bengal florican. They do the courtship display, and if they jump from the ground and to attract the female so that the female get attracted with their display. Another important species of Manas is golden-headed cisticola and slender-billed babbler. So these two species also can be found in Manas National Park. Second thing is the nearest airport once again Guwahati Airport. for Namiri, for Kaziranga, for Manas, the nearest airport is Guwahati Airport. Next one is Vanduk pumping stations. This is located in Mumbai. So this Banduk pumping station, or commonly known as BPS, is a very important place for waders. Just like Sultanpur grassland in the last slide I just mentioned during the February time, this Banduk pumping stations has many species can be found over there during the March. Nearest airport, of course, Mumbai. Next is Vitarkanika National Park. This place is in Odisha. The best time of Vitarkanika is March once again, because mango pitta, which is a very important bird, rare species, can be found there easily during the because of the breeding time. And the last one from the March one is Pakke Tiger Reserve, Arunachal Pradesh. Blythe's kingfisher, the rarest of the rare kingfisher found in India. The Blythe's kingfisher can be found there. Rufous vented laughing thrush, spot-throated babbler. These all species can be found in Pakke. Once again, Guwahati Airport is the nearest airport to reach Pakke. You can see this Blythe's female and male sitting on a single perch from Pakke. Next is birding in April. In India, the summer has started during the April. So we, always seek to go to the northeastern side. It's a paradise of birds, northeastern side, northeast, especially Arunachal Pradesh, my favorite state of birding in India. So Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary, or the key area of birding in India, birding in Northeast India. So Eagle Nest, you can get to see the red warts-trogon, Bugun leochichla. These all species can be found in Eagle Nest. Nearest airport, once again, Guwahati, because there are not so much international, so much international airport in Arunachal. So they are dependent on Assam. So nearest airport is Guwahati. You can club the Sela Pass and Mandala with Arunachal Pradesh, with Eagle Nest. It is a high altitude area, Sela Pass and Mandala. So Grandala, Snow Partridge, Norman's Thrush, these can be found in Sela Pass. Next, my favorite place of all over the India birding, Mishmi Hills. Beautiful Natach, Watchtogon, again high altitude area. So you can expect the high altitude species of the northeastern side. Nearest airport, because it's a Upper Assam, so nearest airport is Dibrugarh Airport. Mishmi Hills is in the upper, is in the western, eastern side of Arunachal. Eagle Nest is the western side of Arunachal. So for eastern side, Mishmi Hills, we are dependent on the Dibrugarh Airport, which is in Assam. For western side, that is Eagle Nest, we are dependent on the Guwahati Airport because it's a lower Assam. Next is Mahananda Wildlife Sanctuary, which is also located in Bengal. Rufous Net Hornbill, you can see this beautiful Rufous Net Hornbill. These Rufous Net Hornbill can be found there in Mahananda. Bagdogra Airport, Siliguri, is nearby to reach Mahananda. Lat Panchar, probably many of you heard about this name. Lat Panchar. This Lat Panchar also located in this near the Mahananda. It's a helmet of Mahananda Wildlife Sanctuary. So you can club Lat Panchar and Mahananda together. Next is Pangolaka Wildlife Sanctuary. This Pangolaka is in Sikkim. You can plan with Mahananda, or you can plan solely for this Pangolaka, Sikkim. Next, one of the finest place of Indian subcontinent birding, bird photography, that is Bhutan. Slender-billed oriole, black-tailed crake, once again, watch-trogon, Satyr tragopan. These are the key species of Bhutan. The nearest airport is Paro. Trust me, finest place of bird photography in Indian subcontinent, mostly for the Himalayan species. There are many areas in India which are very good for bird photography: Satal, Tattegarh, Munnar, Ganeshguri, Dandeli. But trust me, for the Himalayan species, Bhutan is the best in terms of the photography quality. So do plan for Bhutan when you have. So next is Varser Rodent Sanctuary. This is Sikkim. Uh, Again, nearest airport is Bagdogra. Next one is Assam. It's a famous place for bird photographers. You can plan for Satal in April as well as November, because both the time you'll get different species. So Saptal also can be found, spot-winged starling, black francolin, common green magpie, nearest airport. Though Nainital is the nearest airport, but still I recommend people to go to Delhi and take a cab from there so that you'll have a undisturbed journey. The last one from the April slide is Great Himalayan National Park, or shortly known as GHNP, the finest place to see the beautiful Tragopan, Western Tragopan, in Great Himalayan National Park. Nearest airport, Chandigarh, Chandigarh Airport. Next, birding in May, almost similar to the April. Birding in May and birding in April, almost same areas like April. Just like to mention one thing: if you really want to see or plan to photograph Tragopan, that is Satire Tragopan, Blitz Tragopan, Temins Tragopan, so May is the ideal time for the Tragopans because they like the shower suddenly stop, and the moment the shower, the rain stop, the insects come out from the ground or the grasses. They like to come that time and feed the same insects. So that somehow I have seen in my 7 years of birding life, the Tragopans prefer May for their mating as well as for as per the climate. So eagle nest, once again, Mishmi Hills. These are the Mahananda. So these are the three repetitions of uh, April. So I'm not going deep in these three places. Just telling you one thing, just like to tell you about the one interesting place of Indian subcontinent, Walong in Arunachal Pradesh. This Walong, Arunachal Pradesh is located at the last border of the northeastern side. Probably this is the last, yes, not probably, this is the last place of northeastern side of our India. There are a couple of species which not even included in our Indian bird book: Yunnan Nataj, Gold Lewiskis bunting, Lord Darbian parakeet, black-browed bush-teat, black-headed greenfinch. So these are the 5 species which not yet included in our book. These because they are mostly are from China, so they are in a dicey condition. They are in dicey state in between India and China. So you can plan some time for this tricky place for your collection, for your photography collection. Nearest one airport, once again, because it's a eastern side of Arunachal, so Dibrugarh is the nearest airport. Next, birding in June. Almost season has ended. Now monsoon is about to start. So June mostly we go for tiger safaris. Though as the birder like me are prefer to see the birds birding, they prefer to do birding during the tiger safaris. So we always poke the drivers who drive the gypsy to stop for Indian pitta, brown fish owl, collared scops owl, and many more, Indian parrots, flycatcher, button quails. So Bandhavgarh, Ranthambore, Tadoba, Kanha, these are places where you can go during the June. At the same time, you have a provision of doing birding as well as good number of tiger sighting. Next, monsoon has come to India now. So it's July. So July has started. So it's good to go to Sokhalia, Rajasthan for Lesser Florican. The Florican which I mentioned in the March slide was Bengal Florican. This is different Florican. But the display, the courtship display is same. These also jumps from the ground to attract the female. It's a beautiful scene. Trust me, you can see this image over there, just bottom corner, right? This lesser florican jumps from the ground to attract the female. as well as you will get there eagle owl, bush quail, painted francolin, etc. Jaipur is the nearest airport to go to Sokhalia. Next is Ladakh. Ladakh is also a very important area because there are many endemics over there. So you can have an option to go Ladakh once in July. Leh is the nearest airport to go to Ladakh. Last one from the July, Sundarban. Sundarban is also a good time to go to one in monsoon, that is in July, August, and the second one is in the winter, November, December. So this July also will get Ruddy Kingfisher, Buffy fish owl, mangrove whistler, and if you are lucky, then you will get to see the mangrove pitta. Calcutta airport is the nearest airport of the Sundarban. So birding in August is almost same. So Sokhalia, Sundarban too are the common common place of August like July. So I'm not going to going deep to Sokhalia and Sundarban once again. Just going to Saswat, Pune, and Chiplun, Maharashtra. Both are the finest place of birding during the monsoon. Oriental dwarf kingfisher, blue-eared kingfisher, rain quail, painted francolin, and the beautiful, the elegant white-bellied minivet. These are the key species can be found in these places. Nearest airport, of course, Pune Airport. September has now September, birding in September. As I mentioned in the first slide about the passage migration. So this passage migration happens only two areas of India. The first one is Great Run of Kutch, Gujarat. Second one is Desert National Park, Rajasthan. For Great Run of Kutch, you have to go to Ahmedabad, and for Desert National Park, you have to go to Jodhpur. The species are almost same, but if you go to GRK, that is Great Run of Kutch, you will get 100% all species. Desert National Park, sometime dicey, sometime you may or may not get the all species. So it's recommended to go to GRK for the passage migration. Not going to discuss Sundarban one because species are same. July, August, September, species are almost same. So birding in October. So birding in October means monsoon has already said goodbye. Now it's time for the winter to come. So Pangolaka Wildlife Sanctuary, once again, it's a good time to go to Sikkim in October. And nearest airport, once again, Bagdogra. The next one is very important place, Dihing Patkai Wildlife Sanctuary, Assam. This is a rainforest, low altitude forest. Mainly, this is a foothill forest. Almost 200 to 250 species are found there. Nearest airport, Dibrugarh. Red-headed trogon. You can see the image of red-headed trogon right top corner. These red-headed trogon are the key species. Oriental bay owl, which is a subspecies of Sri Lanka bay owl, which is found in Tattekar, Kerala. This oriental bay owl also a species found in Dihing Patkai. And one of the rarest hornbill in India, Austin's brown hornbill. This Austin's brown hornbill also can be found in Dihing Patkai Wildlife Sanctuary. So plan for Dihing Patkai sometimes in October. Next is western side of our country, that is Tal Chappar. Tal Chappar Wildlife Sanctuary. This is a place near Churu district. You have to go to Jaipur International Airport and take a cab from there to go to Tal Chappar. So these places are mainly for the raptors and one of the finest species, Indian spotted creeper, also found in this Tal Chappar Wildlife Sanctuary. Next is Singalila, once again our Bengal, North Bengal side, the Himalayan side. So Singalila is good for October. You can have satyr tragopan, laughing thrushes, spotted nutcracker during the October time. Satyr tragopan, not sure, but other species are almost confirmed in Singalila. Apart from that, red panda, which is a very important species, are found in Singalila throughout the year. Nearest airport, once again, Bagdogra International Airport. So plan for Singalila once for red panda as well as birds of Himalaya. Now is November, birding in November. Little Run of Kutch is just it's a smaller version of smaller Kutch. as GRK, that is Great Run of Kutch, is a bigger version of Kutch. So Little Run of Kutch is a smaller version. Maquis bustard, short-eared owl. These are the key species, and very good quality images of peregrine falcon can be done in this Little Run of Kutch. Ahmedabad International Airport is nearby. You can go there and take a cab and go to this LRK. That is Little Run of Kutch. Next is Sikkim, that North Sikkim, Lachen and Grudambal Lake. The North Sikkim is a same habitat of Ladakh. So little owl, Tibetan lark, Hume's ground pecker, snow pigeons are the key species of North Sikkim. If you are into mammal lovers, it also attracts you because the rarest of the rare fox found in India, that is Tibetan sand fox. This Tibetan sand fox can be found in North Sikkim, apart from the birds. Mishmi Hills, once again, good time in November, because April, May, you will get all species, but not one, only one, that is Cletus monal, or it's a bald-headed Himalayan monal, I would say. This is a very rare bird, Cletus monal, found in Mishmi Hills only in November, not any other time. Nearest airport, once again, Dibrugarh. Next is Bikaner, Rajasthan. Bikaner, Rajasthan is again western side, same as Talchapar. Habitat is almost same, arid grassland, scrublands. So vultures, favorite area of vultures. Because of one carcass dump yard, this Bikaner attracts a lot of vulture, buzzards, eagles, and harriers. So Bikaner is also a good place in November. Again, Talchapar, October and November, both are the good time to go there. So next one, December. Once again, Little Run of Kutch is in the list. So not going too deep into Little Run of Kutch. Lachen, Grudambal Lake, North Sikkim, again same. Just like to tell you one thing, the Palit's Kopsaul, if you see this image of Palit's Kopsaul, this Palit's Kopsaul can be found in Little Run of Kutch during the December, January. They start coming over there from November end. So you can plan for Palit's Kopsaul in LRK during the December, January. Next, the important bird, Great Indian Bustard, which is found in Desert National Park, Rajasthan. That is the western side, the most western sanctuary of India, most western national park of India. Nearest airport is Jodhpur, though it has its own Jaisalmer airport, but I recommend Desert National Park, Jodhpur airport is a good option to go there. And apart from Great GIB, that is Great Indian Bustard, you will get to see the trumpeter finch. You can see this image of trumpeter finch. This trumpeter finch is a one and only finch found in our third desert of Indian area, Indian subcontinent. So GIB, trumpeter finch, black-billed sungrouse, greater hupular, these all can be found in Desert National Park. Next one is Chopta. Chopta is a place, it's just it's a high altitude area. So finches, rose finches, grosbeaks are found there. Nearest airport, once again, Delhi. It's a well famous place. You can club this place with Satal and Pangot. So Chopta also attracts you for the Himalayan monal good quality shots. So Satal and Chopta can be combined together. The next one is Munsiari. This is also in Uttarakhand. This is a place which is famous for cheetah pheasant and many other finches, teats, and of course very quality good shot, golden eagle and lammergeier, that is bearded vulture. So Munsiari, Saptal, Chopta can be clubbed together and have a 7 days, 8 days tour. So into Uttarakhand. All three places, nearest airport is Delhi, Indira Gandhi International Airport in our capital in Delhi, India. And the last one is Sundarban. The Sundarban is in West Bengal. Once again, as I told you earlier, Sundarban is good time to go to Sundarban, either in monsoon or in winter. If you go in winter, you will have a good sightings of black cap kingfisher, brown winged kingfisher, and if you're extremely lucky, then the rest of the rare heron found in India, Goliath heron, also can be found in Sundarban. Nearest airport is Calcutta, Kolkata International Airport. is 95 kilometers from the national park. So